All right, we are going to do some targeted adjustments. The Command Shift Option E merge visible Photoshop trick in Adobe Express. So you can see here I got a picture of my daughter with bright eyes and a bright face and a unicorn and an AI background. But the trick is so to do the eyes, I got the eyes on an independent layer and then I brighten them. So if you look at the opacity before and after, right, before their eyes were dark and then after the eyes are bright. And so I haven't seen this targeted adjustment trick in Photoshop before, so let's do it. So I just started with an image of my daughter. You can go get any image. She had some face paint of a unicorn, so I got an AI unicorn to go with it. So I'm going to hit remove background. Hit the image and remove the background. And then I'm going to get rid of that piece of pizza there too with the erase circle brush. I want the quick selection. All right, maybe touch it up a little bit. Okay, so done. And then kind of put it off in the corner. Something like that. And now I want to add a unicorn background or AI background. So I am going to go to Media, Generate, Square I'm working in. So I'm just going to type in like magical unicorn landscape. There we go. I think I got that the last time, so it remembered it. Okay, and then send that to the back. And I tried using the insert object brush to like draw in a unicorn. It actually, Photoshop worked better when I did this in Photoshop. I could just draw in the unicorn, and Photoshop somehow knew that I wanted the unicorn's face to be like about the same size as the subject's face, which is pretty cool. But I just had to do this another time. I had to go back to Media again, and then Generate Image, Square, and Rainbow Unicorn. And then I guess this is the one I got last time, and I just let me get rid of Generate Image. I flipped it, position, flipped it horizontal, and then remove the background. And then I'm ready to do the targeted adjustments after I reposition and scale this a little. So I just kind of made it so it came over the piece of missing shoulder there. Oop, looks like I'm losing my unicorn horn there. So maybe I got to go from something like that. Okay, so here's where so now you got your image and you want to say adjust the eyes or lips or face or whatever. So to merge these, I did a download, PNG, then I created a new page. Let me get Rainbow Unicorn 1 here, replace it, and then add a page, same size. So now I have the everything's on one layer. I can duplicate it, and then I can reposition them so they're on top of each other exactly. I can target the top layer, and I can erase everything but the eyes. So I don't want quick select, I want circle brush. And let's see, I'm gonna make it like, I had a little trouble. I had to do this a couple times. So I'll start like this. One eye, erase, the other eye, erase, and then I went to restore, right? So you can see here just the eyes are selected, and I inverted the selection and then hit done. All right, and so you can see I tried to kind of be exact the first time around, but it didn't really work. So what I ended up doing is I'm going to do Command Z to undo that. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to go erase and just kind of make these. The problem is my hardness was 0, so I'm going to put, I think by default, the 90 hardness is what you should be at. So it might be a little tricky to follow here. It's not making total sense. But anyways, so what worked better is to do these selections so that they're way too big, like you can see here. So big goggles, and then invert it, and then done. And then you can start to do your, once you have like just the eyes, you can see in the little thumbnail there, I got just the eyes now, and the bounding box is small and around just the eyes, so you know it worked. You can go to image adjust, and then add your brightness. So I'm just looking at the pupils of the eyes, so I'm going to brighten them up, sharpen them, and maybe add a little. You could try, if you want them to be more blue, you can try adding them in a different, anyways, you can mess with the color hue, I guess. So all right, so now I got my adjustment. I'm going to click to get back in here, and now is when I do my serious erasing, right? So now is permanent final erasing. It's when I go to erase and circle brush. I want to Command plus to zoom in a bunch on the eyes here. Try to get it in the middle of my screen, Command plus. All right, so now when I start doing my brushing, circle brush, 90% hardness, I can come in here and, right, so if you look close, the bounding box touches up on this edge, and it created some problems when I was doing this. And so you get the idea, and you could zoom in and go slower and be more precise. I'm just going to kind of do one pass here. And then when I zoom way out, it will look a lot better. So I'm erasing. And I used to think, oh, you got to use layer masks, non-destructive edits, but you can get good results and pretty quick here with Adobe Express. You don't need to download or buy Photoshop. So, all right, so let's take a look. You can zoom in and spend more time on this, but just to be done with it, I'm going to hit done. And now I'm going to do Command, is there fit 100%, fit in window, zoom to fit page, right? And so now when I'm zoomed way out, you can't really, you maybe can tell a little, but only a photographer is going to notice. So, all right, so let's see here. I'm going to go opacity 0 for before and after, before and after. There we go. Got some nice bright eyes, attract attention to the subject. I just thought it was a little dark. You can see like below the neck, below the chin, some spots in the hair and the face were kind of dark. So I'm going to do that same trick. I'm going to do download and add a page. So download is kind of like Command Shift Option E, merge visible via copy. In Photoshop, replace, create a new page, same size, bring it in, Rainbow Unicorn 2. And you could do this 10 times if you want to make 10 adjustments, but this is going to be my last. So let's see, let's duplicate it, ... And then align them. And then now we want to erase with a big brush. So I'm going to kind of follow this hair, stay inside, but maybe go a little, like all the way down onto the shirt. All right, so let's see. If I go to restore, I can see what I have selected. Pretty good. I'm going to hit done. Oops, Command Z. I don't get my selection back. I forgot to invert it. So one more time. Get the outline around the face. Hit, you can check restore to see what you got with the marching ants, and then invert it, and then done. And see, now you can see in the thumbnail, I got just the head selected, and I want to brighten it, so I can hit adjust and add brightness. And so that just attracts more attention right to the face, maybe a little contrast. And so you could go around the edge and like kind of, if you see there's a hard edge somewhere in the hair, maybe I don't want the shirt to be quite so bright, so I could come back in here and kind of how I did with the eyes, I could do some erasing a second time. So let's see here, if I get out of adjust, X, click on the image, go to erase, and then maybe with a soft brush, that's why my hardness was 0, come back in here and like kind of go around the edge just to maybe get rid of any hard edges. All right, so I could check out how my marching ants are doing, but I'm just gonna hit done. And if the effect is too strong, you can always come to opacity, just like in Photoshop afterwards, and kind of drop off and find like a nice happy medium. So I think that looks pretty good, right? We got targeted adjustments, a rainbow unicorn to go with the face paint, and hope you learned something. Thanks.